I'm the barber of Seville. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro.
I think he wants you to know he's here from Barrister and Mann.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too.
They would, and for our mention today, this is the Herald brush, the Christmas one. I chose the red on the bottom, 26 millimeter, and the G7 synthetic knot that they have at the Razor Company, and you'll get to see this lather up in just a little bit.
I got the one that has red on the top and green on the bottom. Fabulous. Love these brushes, and they come in all kinds of other colors and lots of different knots that you can choose. And for our soap today, a flanker, not in scent, but in spirit to the iconic Barrister and Mann Seville. Come along with us. All right, y'all, from the sales page at barristerandmann.com.
We love fig at Barrister and Mann, especially green figs. The floral, tangy, fresh character of this unripe fruit just has so much possibility. But on its own, it can be a bit much. So we've experimented several times with evening out our fig base, softening the accord, and properly showcasing its best features. Perhaps our favorite version to date, and certainly the most famous of them all, Figarose.
Originally released in 2021 as part of our experimental Soft Heart line, which would go on to form the foundation of our current omnibus shaving soap base, Figarose showcases the wonders of the fruit in a way that none of our other fig scents have managed. We blend fig, rose, lemon, fir, and the dry, salty rasp of driftwood for something truly special. A delicate, green, woody, crisp, soft floral scent that refreshes the senses and lights up the day no matter what season. You may think that fig is a summer scent only, but Figarose will convince you otherwise.
I don't think I've ever seen you eat a fig, but maybe a fig Newton. My grandparents had a fig tree, so I'm kind of closer to the green.
Mine did too, right?
Okay.
Everywhere we used to picnic and have dinner outside. So I used to love them until they sold the property. You did not know me.
Yeah, I didn't.
Then, but used to love it, but I didn't eat them when they were green.
No.
Ate them when they were purple and full of wasps, you know.
Yeah, my grandma would leave them on her windowsill to help them ripe faster because we would all get so excited. They almost had like a candied feel to them.
Well, I'm curious about the green fig. I was not expecting that. I don't know if it's not quite ripe yet or if that's the desirous form of the fig, but we'll find out when we open the box. Y'all, we were so happy to see that 2 of the seasonals that we have yet to cover from Barrister and Mann were re-released. This season you did not see Nordosed yet, but it's coming, and boy, did a lot of you request this one. But you did see Figarose.
Look at that label.
At that beautiful artwork, and the color alone is the color of ripe figs.
Yeah.
Should this have been green?
I guess that is confusing.
Well, there's more mysteries and wonders left to discover when we have our first impression. Oh, I'd love for you to go first, but I want to take off the little barrier. I love these, so we know our noses are the first ones to get into this. So, all right, take it in, see what you get.
Classy label. My, oh my. Classy. It almost looks like it's like a heart shape, like the actual inside with the little things going on. All right, Lenny. Off we go. There are more things in here than just fig and rose. We should have known, but I'm glad you kind of got a little read through. I tried not to remember them, but I'm curious how they come together here. Oh, that lovely Barrister and Mann pour. Going in. Oh, okay. You are right. I was picturing the purple, like almost like a date to me as like that side of the fig. Yeah. This is a green side, which I didn't know that I actually knew until I smelled it here, that there is a different scent from the green portion to after it turns to purple. Right. It's kind of a creamy green, not like a pistachio thing or something. It doesn't go nutty, but there's something softer about it that I really am enjoying here. They're right. This is not like a summer scent. This has a different cool side to this somehow. Nice. So I think I kind of am picturing like a mint colored green, but it's not actually minty. I don't think, but it does have a salty something like something in the air, not quite aquatic, but something that's like fresh and vibrant and got a little chill factor kicking in here a little bit. Oh, please hold.
Would you have known it was fig?
I don't know. I'm going to dive back in because as I was whiffing, I said, is there fig in here? Wait, I think I'm thinking purple fig.
I don't like to ask you too many questions during this part, but I had to know. Are you getting fig at all?
Well, but I'm glad we're specific about the green because I think my brain did kind of know that scent, but I don't know if I associated that as fig.
Right.
I really grew up eating it after it was fully ripened and almost like so sweet. It was candy. So it's actually fun to have this side of the green kind of, like I want to go to my grandma's tree now and be like, please hold, I need to go smell a green one.
And y'all, we just did a little reconnaissance. He doesn't mean green underripe purple figs. He means green figs like the Adriatic that have light to green yellowish skin with a vibrant red or pink sweet interior, offering a honeyed berry-like flavor and are excellent fresh or used in cooking and jams, contrasting with darker figs.
Well, I love getting an education here because it's not unfamiliar, but it's used in a very different way, which I'm thoroughly enjoying getting to know. I am not exactly sure where the fig rolls over into kind of that driftwoody thing that they were hinting at, but it's nothing that goes dark. So I really do kind of picture a lighter green kind of foamy color in mind somehow. So I don't know how they're creating that magic, but I am with you.
Nice. We had trouble believing that there were underripe figs in this. So.
I'm glad we checked because we would have sounded like idiots. So I'm going to try not to be an idiot because I just remember there's rose in here because it's in the name.
Right.
Please hold. I honestly don't know if I would have even known that there's rose in here. And that was one of the ones when we first started that I was a little nervous about rose. Right. So whatever rose, there's multiple types. Whatever one is in here is beautiful. It almost doesn't even come across as floral to me. Oh. It just smells clean.
Right.
And like a little dapper, like almost like more like clean clothes or clean laundry or something. But I am enjoying getting to know it here, but it's kind of fun because what I had in mind of a fig, which was purple in my mind, and rose, these are completely different in here, and I'm really loving getting to know how they're painting the picture with these two.
There's rose in Barbasol. Y'all, it can be hidden in the nooks and crannies.
There's something really timeless about this. I can't tell you what season it is. I can't tell you where I'm at on a time scale. Like I could be back in the 1800s. This could be something that's current. There's something in a fun way that this isn't set in a certain time slot for me.
Right.
I'm almost really getting like a sea cove or something, but it's cold. Like it's foggy, almost like we're on a cliff somewhere looking out. Like it's not completely green like moss or vetiver or anything around me, but there's something about like the wet ocean breeze.
Right.
A little of that saltiness thing. Like it's cold. I have a jacket. I'm layered up. But it's this is a fun experience. I like being surprised.
I am ready for this. I have no idea what this is going to smell like now, except it's not the faces of those scents that I'm used to. Mm-hmm. This is exciting. All right, here we go. Taking it in. The shaking clam. Y'all.
New adventure. Okay. New year, new adventures.
Oh, it's way drier than I thought. This is not a sweet scent. It's an herby one. That was quick.
That was quick.
My nose is just like, not what you're expecting. Stop. Hold on.
We need a new fog
cabinet. Now I got to really dive in. Whoa. A flanker to Paganini's violin. Clean, bright, even a little bit of a hint of clean skin under the surface. Beautiful.
It is still colorful to me, but I don't know how that's happening.
And it's the spices inside of the fig. It's not the sweets. It's the spices inside of the rose, not the sweets. Ooh. You know how marigolds have a spice? It's kind of like that without it being floral. It's super sagey, grassy, herby, a little bit like Lone Star from Noble Otter, if you have smelled that beautiful soap. Wow, hold on. This is one of those where those other notes that I read that are not the fig or the rose are kind of the stars of this. And then the rose and the fig sort of sit as this spine, but it's a bit recessed. Your nose has to discover it, stumble upon it, but it's not the doorkeeper.
No.
Interesting.
Maybe when we lather, it'll have a little more voice, but it's interesting how it's playing there.
You know how you're driving down I-5 and you see tumbleweeds from time to time? This is almost like sagebrush, or what my nose would interpret an open-air desert scene to kind of be like.
I'm getting a little more of the color green in mine, so but I know why you're saying dry. Like there's something cool about the scent to me.
It's outside, it's crisp, it's clean, and there's a lot of room in between the notes where my nose can go wandering. It's not a real dense scent, but it is a very intriguing one. And you know what? Somewhere where I am trying to find the fruit, I do find something green that becomes almost something floral before it becomes something fruity, but it's just catching something on the desert breeze for me. But you know why I love this? It's not really the scent notes. It's the overall vibe that it's giving me, because you know what it is? Rebirth. And maybe because yesterday was Christmas, I'm reminded of something an old pastor said to me once, but it's God doesn't fix things, kid. He makes them new again. And this smells like a new day. This smells like a new opportunity. This smells like turning over a new leaf. Fig leaf, maybe, if you want to get biblical.
But it does have something about like the sun rising to it. I think it's the little
Yes.
citruses that are in there. There's
Right.
something bright and kind of hopeful about it.
So no, it doesn't scream Newton. It just draws your attention gently to the bright dawning of a new day. And that's what this gives me. Let's build a lather and show these folks the scent notes again. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at barristerandmann.com. We start with scent notes of
Fig, rose, lemon, fir, and dry, salty rasp of driftwood.
y'all. All right, so we have already figured out that green fig is perfectly ripe, honey and berry-like at its center, and then that meets with rose. That is intriguing in this, because like you said, I think it's just being used as a bit of a sweetener, a softener, but I don't get rose from this.
I don't. And when you said the fig almost had a floral side to it, I'm like, that must be where the rose is connecting.
right.
But this is a different rose than you are thinking in mind. I don't know which one it is. A white one? Like, something's different.
Almost like tonic.
There you go.
In how the rose is sitting in this for me. And then that transitions into lemon and fir. But look at my face. Those are generally, it's funny, this is an opera reference. Those are generally very loud singers. They have been put in the back of the ensemble for this opera. They are not really perceptible in the forms that you know them. They're kind of coming together for me to create something clean and refreshing without having to be their own individual personalities of like lemon or fir. How are you getting those?
Yes, I'm with you. It's painting it in a whole new light. Like, almost if I was given multiple choice, it's funny. I don't know how many of these scent notes I'd actually pick.
Right.
Because it's creating such a different vibe.
And I love he said the rasp of driftwood, because that first wave that hit me was like, whoa, this ain't sweet.
No.
I really thought this was going to be sweet because that's what the title insinuates, but it's not. It's deep and refreshing instead.
And I like that salty is in there too, because that's, I think, what almost got me like a little coastal, not quite in the ocean or anything aquatic necessarily, but just, I am more a little coastal and maybe damp outside. There's just something different wherever I'm at on my adventure. It's a new place I haven't been before.
And I wonder if that raw material that creates the sea salt is the one Will and I were talking about, where if you turn it up past 1%, it smells like corn. Right. Interesting.
I have to say, this is nothing like I was expecting, but I really am enjoying it. It's just funny, my brain would not pick fig or rose still.
You know what? The floral kind of meets with almost a lemon verbena, or almost a, in the best of ways, sour lemon that I find in the middle of sterling sharp-dressed man, green Irish tweed. That is kind of how that lemon is presenting in this for me. Kind of the fir, too.
I just get something bright and light, like almost like this color. Like, I think that's why I was thinking sun rising.
Right.
But it doesn't quite sit immediately that my brain even gets a lemon.
And you know, when I say dry, I just want to make the distinction. There are subtle sweets in here. It's not like drinking seltzer when you're expecting Sprite. No. But it's not like sweet by its character.
These could be turned up to be way sweeter than they are.
Right.
So I think that's why you're kind of putting it in that terms. Because they use the words delicate, green, woody, crisp, soft, and floral. So they are kind of those more tame sides of the scents.
And while there are certainly fresh-pressed executives who love smelling like Leighton, this is for more of my grandfather, the farmer, where you actually want to smell something outdoors and beautiful and herby and grassy and kind of bring that outdoor experience back inside with you. That's the gentleman this is for.
I think this is similar to Paganini's violin in a way that if you're wearing it, people won't even really know that you're wearing something. You're just going to smell that little extra turned up version.
All right, y'all. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of this soap with my bougie stick here from Amazon.com. It's a waxing stick, so we don't contaminate our soap. And I'm going to press it for my beloved wife into the bottom of her Barrister and Mann bowl. She got this one at the very beginning of our journey because she loved the brush rest that it has on the handle.
It's a fun sunshiny color. Like, I can't help but smile when I pull this one out.
Now, what we're going to do is make a fine, thin layer of soap on the bottom of the bowl and then hit it with some water from the Sean and Julie Memorial Bougie Sprayer and just transfer that soap up onto the brush. I'm getting new stuff with the water, kind of a lot. And your new Harold brush.
Yeah, let's see it in
give that a
action.
try and see what happens.
All right, so I'm taking the dry brush on one direction here and going other direction. Oh, you're right. Things are waking up. Is it that lemon? I don't know. It
got more dense.
Yes, please hold. There's magic, my friends. And then I'm going to go the other direction, this way, and that way, trying to get it out of all those little groovies in here.
Right.
This bowl's a little tinier, so I got to rotate it. It's funny. I get more of something that's floral, but I still don't want to say it's rose. It's just waking up a little prettier. Yeah.
Right. Almost carnation-ish.
Maybe, but I get a light color, like something, a white one or those light yellow ones. Like it's not the normal one.
Right.
All right, then I'm going all the way around here, getting into all those little groovies so we don't get any little chunks in here.
No chunks.
No. This brush does have a nice, good little feedback, I gotta say. Oh, this is lathering up nicely.
Seeing from here.
Wow, I like your rebirth idea, refreshing. All of those kind of words are just coming to mind. Like, it really is like there's hope on the other side of this whiff somehow.
Even rejuvenating,
There
if
you
I
go.
may be so bold.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting a little bit of that green rose stem sense in here now.
But the lemon side, too, it's a different side of the lemon, but it's getting a little brighter.
This is not unrelated to green Irish tweed.
I could
I'm
say
just saying.
a feminine kind of twist on that. Like, where instead of it being harsher corners, it's definitely more rounded.
Masculine or feminine? It's got such a vibe. I'm not even putting it in a column.
No, it's still taking me to a place. Like, I feel like I'm in a secret garden somewhere. Like, there's just something about it that I'm like, I want to get to know this new friend. It's still new.
You know what this is becoming? This is less and less desert as the green is erupting out of this. This is turning into Alice's croquet garden.
There you go.
Right? With the Queen of Hearts and painting the roses red.
Yes.
That's
the vibrancy is turned up.
What this smells like. And he does have Cheshire in his line. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So why is this a flanker to Seville? Marcus, well, Seville is sort of Barrister and Mann's barbershop. And the very famous opera called The Barber of Seville by Rossini is referenced in that soap. And the barber's name is Figaro. Not Figarose, Figaro. And he's the type to really let you know that he's come to town and that he is the barber of Seville. It's funny, I used to think from watching Bugs Bunny that it was like an announcer or a narrator that sang, "It's the barber of Seville." Or I thought that the barber was looking for Figaro.
Right.
I'm the barber of Seville, Figaro, Figaro,
That's what I thought, yeah.
Figaro. No, it turns out Figaro is the barber of Seville and he really likes himself. So when he comes to town, he sings, "I'm the barber of Seville, Figaro, 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 Figaro." This does not smell like Figaro.
No.
This does not smell like somebody bossy.
No.
This smells like somebody that's just going to tell you stories while looking for four-leaf clovers in the grass.
Right, but it's like a pleasant adventure. Wherever you sit next to this person, you're going to have a good time.
Will, this is coming out 2 or 3 times as much in the lather as it was off that tub. This is extraordinary. I'm getting a sense, not aquatic, but like fresh water from a spring.
Yes.
In this.
It does not go anywhere near a fougere. Like,
No!
the greens in here are completely different sides.
Get that out of your head. But if anything, if I had to go literature, this smells like the Shire, along
I
with
can see
Alice's
that.
croquet garden.
Yes, a little more feminine, less tobacco, less dry sides,
Right.
somehow a little sweeter, prettier version.
Gandalf has not been here yet. No. And this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Figarose whiff on 3, 1, 2.
Oh, this is so different
That's
now. Wow.
Gorgeous. Wow.
Right? This might be one of the ones that have jumped the most.
Right.
I think.
And you know, if you are looking for a bit of a mellow scent, not one that's going to kick open the saloon doors and be like, "I'm here, Figaro." It's the opposite.
Yeah.
It's just coming in gently, being like, "Hey, what's everybody doing?
Right?
Can I get anybody some hot tea or maybe some cucumber water?"
Like, if I want to put this on and still be able to go to dance rehearsal or something, there's nothing too, like, obnoxious or going to pull attention from the scent.
Right.
It's just going to help me smell nicer to me, I think. I don't want it to say that intensity is low, because it's not. But it's just, it kind of would blend. Yeah.
Right. And just on a day when I need to just rebuild You know what I mean?
A little reset.
Where I don't want the soap to dictate my personality.
Right.
I just want it to support whatever adventure I need to go on today. This is my plan.
I am with you.
And y'all, we love watching Barry Bedford on the Texan shave his money maker clean and smooth. But we don't do shaving on the Barbershop Duet, so we thought you might like to see how this Barrister and Mann base coats and covers from a new brush. And y'all, I have recently proclaimed this to be my favorite base in the wet shaving world. Barrister and Mann, you are doing something right with this formula.
Yeah, I think I'll be shaving with this one tonight. There is something very fun about this.
It's almost like a green bell pepperish thing if it didn't have sort of a bitterish edge to it.
Right, take all the bitter out. Somehow that's what's working here.
Not an ounce of bitter. All right, y'all, we'll come along a little deeper. There might be one or two more nooks and crannies in this soap left to discover. You know, it's funny, when I first smelled this, I was like, this isn't fig or rose at all. What is this? I gotta start over. But as I'm discovering it, as the episode wears merrily forward, now I'm like, oh, yes, that kind of fig. Oh, right, that face of the rose. And then those other scent notes, like I said, being the doorman to let you in. But they're way more easier for me to find now. You too?
Right. And I think I can dive through, like you said earlier, the spaces between the scent notes. And that's where I'm having more fun living between. And that's helping me actually diagnose, like, oh, that's the part that's the green side of the fig. I actually wonder if my mom would really enjoy this. Like, there's something gentle. And it's, you know, like a lot of the other ones have a category when we smell stuff like, oh, for sure, that's in a barbershop lane. Oh, for sure, that's in this lane. I like that this isn't. It's kind of its own lane.
You know how Seville is a barbershop.
Okay.
And everybody knows this, but nobody's exactly sure why. And again, I don't know why, but this is your actor, your author, your composer's barbershop.
Okay.
That's somehow what this is for me. Clean, but also very natural and very rejuvenating. Almost like a blank page or canvas, ready to start a new piece of art with.
It's almost like when the snow has melted away, or like there's something, a shift of seasons happening with this Swift. There's something in that natural change that happens in life. Yeah. And I don't know how, but the green side of the fig, or something with the rose, maybe it's even how the fur in there, I don't know.
Yes.
But something there is like that new turning of a leaf or something.
It's almost like the scent of spring coming out of winter.
Yes, if that could be a thing, that's this. That's completely this.
Cold, and yet you get a sense of warmth on the horizon, rejuvenating, wide, but you get the sense that there are some florals pushing their way through the dirt.
Right, they're about to bloom somehow. They're not quite fully open yet, but somehow they're approaching the surface. I love that we're getting such imagery with this scent. Sometimes that happens.
I know.
That's the fun part. When we don't have one that's like a cologne homage or something else, we really get to dive in, learning something completely new.
Hey, Marcus, didn't you get an Ollyworks brush and bowl for your birthday? Why aren't you showing that on the show? Y'all, they were so beautiful. I gave them to Sarah's dad for Christmas because he also has a meteorite, and I just got myself new ones as a replacement. They are amazing. Stay tuned. Okay, I got one more places to take me.
You think?
When we used to camp at Portola State Park, which is where we took Mama when she got sick, there was a beautiful meadow that our tent used to border. Thick redwood trees, but a big ol', right out of a video game kind of thing, meadow sitting in the middle of this giant grove. And it was just the most beautiful place to sit and listen to the grasshoppers jumping around and smelling all the grasses and herbs and feeling the sunlight on your face.
It almost just sounds like a little fairy house, like where they would all hang out. Like there's just something colorful and green. And,
I'm still going back to J.R.R. Tolkien's world in this somehow.
I think whoever smells this is going to have a fun adventure. If that's where this is taking us and we're going to completely different places, but we're loving them, I'm so curious if anyone else has this. Where does it take you? Because we are clearly on an adventure.
And who was the elf that Aragorn was in love with? Why am I forgetting her name? She would smell like this.
Okay.
You know. Isoe Super, Timber Silk. One of those, I think. Will, beautiful. Will is one of the players in the game that hand perfumes his scents from the ground up, the way the world's best perfumers do. And we appreciate that. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be the nine of spades, working for the Queen of Hearts, painting the roses red. And one of your friends is going to come over and ask you what's happening. You're going to explain to him you planted the wrong kind of rose, and now you have to paint these red for when the queen comes over so she doesn't get too mad at you. And just about the time he says, aren't those figs supposed to be purple? You're going to get your own. So head over to barristerandmann.com to find this and a bunch of other cool stuff.
Alright y'all, I am back from my shave with Figarose and I am loving getting to know this one. Even just building up the lather, that light green color of the fig is really coming through. And I gotta say it's fun to have in this nice, safe, familiar, super protective base. After you lather it up, I just let it kind of take over the bathroom. And the rose I was kind of initially scared of, that's not what's coming through for me here. To me, I'll reach for this more in the cooler months, even like winter and on, where I originally thought this may be more of like a spring scent just because of the fig and the rose. So if you think you know fig and rose, I challenge you to get a hold of this one because it is a wonderful lather to have and to get to know these in a whole new way. Thank you, Barrister and Mann.
All right, y'all, it's that magic time to choose our lucky winner for this beautiful barbershop colorway brush from Grizzly Bay. Thank you all so much for sending in your emails. We got 28 this month. Here are the names of everyone who sent one in and your corresponding lucky numbers.
Larry M., Jean K., David, Bruce, Ronnie, Cole, Andrew W., Gorguts, Michael, Simon, Zane, Andrew B., Nambi, Ted, Damon, Lee, Brandon, John Z., DJ, Matt, Jesse, Selena, Larry S., Eric, Diana, Brian, Roger, and Vincent.
Wow! All right, and it's that magic time. Alexa, give me a number between 1 and 28.
Here's a number between 1 and 28. It's 19.
19! Wow, DJ!
Hey, congratulations, buddy. You are the proud new owner of this beautiful brush from Grizzly Bay. And John, thank you so much for creating this and sending it out to us for free. And again, thank you all for sending in your emails. Stay tuned for our next giveaway of a Sterling e-gift card.
I still feel like I would not put this in a masculine or feminine lane.
Right.
I'm gonna put my flag in that this is just a place for me, or maybe an energy. I don't know.
And you know why? I think if you're a B&M fan, you would really love this. Seville is a vibe. Paganini's violin is a vibe. You're not really getting any scent notes jumping out at this where somebody walking past you would go, oh, that's rose. Oh, that's fig. Oh, nay, nay. But as Sondheim said, God is in the details, and it's in that vibe of Seville where you just go, whoa. It's in the vibe of Figarose where you just go, where are we being taken by how you smell today? It's not even recognizable as a scent you'd wear, just an adventurous, calm, whimsical kind of guy. I have no idea why I associate it with Will Carius, but there you go.
But there's something about it, like no matter what type of day you're having, this scent would still suit the day. Somehow it doesn't have something that's like, no, you have to have a specific day to use this. I don't think so.
Closing thought.
Yeah?
Smell for the rose, but think powdered sugar.
Yeah, I can see that. Not quite a honeysuckle thing. It doesn't go that sweet,
No.
but there's something in between those.
You gotta look for them. Well, it's wide. So Will and Paula, thank you for creating some of our absolute favorite soaps and letting us go on these amazing adventures. We remain fans, and we hope you have a fabulous new year at Barrister and Mann.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.